Ferris back here at Ferris for Fitness, and in this video I wanted to discuss the possibility of you being a coach, a contest prep coach, whether if you're doing a competition, or just general kind of coach, whether you're trying to lose weight, gain muscle, anything like that. Just really some things you need to look out for, both on the positive and negative sides of a coach, even if you need a coach, all of these things I want to touch on and try to make this as concise as possible. So what brought this on was a round table I just listened to, just got over a few minutes ago, with Lane Norton, Ben Escrow, Alberto Nunez, a few other guys, and I'll post a link if you guys want to listen to the whole thing down below. And the latter part of their roundtable, they were discussing contest prep coaches, and they were talking about how a lot of them are just really, really bad. And again, this is one of the main reasons why I decided to start taking clients on. Another reason is I'm a little more free now that I'm not in school. And again, it's something I really want to get into. It's not my main avenue. I'm still, going the academic route, but again, I enjoy doing it. So again, I'm not making a living off this. If you look at my prices, obviously, but I enjoy doing it, and I get to help people out. So for me, it's awesome. But another reason why is because I just see so many of these, whether they're misinformed or just flat out bad, literally bad people coaching clients and rooting their kind of interest in the sport. They're making it like this just torturous kind of thing for people. I'll give you some examples. Like Lane talks about, one of his people that came to him was like 100 grams of whey protein. Like that was their diet. They were having 100 grams of whey protein a day. Just so much stuff. Like coaches say you can't salt your food. Coaches will put you on a program and you're a 130-pound female and she's a 105-pound female, and one of you's 20 weeks out, one of you's 8 weeks out, you're eating the same exact food. Like how stupid is that? Same thing, like you're on the same training programs. Maybe you want to bring up your calves, this guy wants to bring up his delts. You're all in the same training program. How stupid is that, right? So you need to, if you're going to hire a coach, first of all, what I'll say is you don't need a coach. Lane Norton had a great analogy for this. And he said, you don't need a coach to get to your show, to get to your goal, whatever. Plenty of people have gotten in shape or been on stage without a coach before. And the analogy said, can I get from point A to point B in a Honda? Of course you can. So that would be the analogy of not having a prep coach. But is the ride going to be smoother if I go from point A to point B in a Mercedes? And that's a really, really good analogy. Depending on what your knowledge level is, if you really don't know a lot about training and nutrition, if you hire a good prep coach, you could probably learn a lot. But if you already have a good foundation, you don't necessarily need a prep coach, but again, it's going to make it a lot easier to do. And again, even if you look at a lot of top competitors, the thing I tell people, at least with competing, not just general weight loss and things, but with competing, it's super hard to be objective about yourself, especially about your diet and adding in cardio and things. You either get the people that are way too harsh on themselves and they'll go too quickly. You'll get the people that think they're leaner than they really are, and they won't make necessary adjustments. So again, like next time I compete, I consider myself pretty knowledgeable, and if the funds are there, I will no doubt have a prep coach, just for that fact that it's awesome to have an objective eye. But taking care of that, as far as what you should look for in a prep coach, I'm not going to just say I'm not going to say you should look at people like me or you should look at me. Yeah, if you're interested in coaching, go ahead and check me out. But as far as you're looking at prep coaches, again, make sure you ask them plenty of questions. Don't just because someone at your gym has this trainer and they got in good shape, maybe the coach is good, maybe the coach is shitty. You don't know. So when you're paying for their service, like they owe you something, right? Don't act like don't be intimidated by your coach and think things like, oh, well, he knows more than I do or she knows more than I do, so who am I to question them? Really, shop around. Like if you're making another purchase, when you go buy a car, you don't just line up with the first thing and ask the dealer, okay, what's good here? And then he sells you something that's way overpriced, right? You would shop around. Think of the same thing with your contest prep coach. Contact 5, 10, 15 people. See their prices, see what their past clients have done, message their past clients, see if they've gotten in shape, see if they have any negative kind of things with clients. Everything you can get from your coach. And then again, see if their message lines up with you. If you're not the kind of person that does well with a meal plan, which I'm assuming most people aren't, because that's just stupid, then don't get with a coach that has a meal plan. Get with a coach that does a more flexible approach. Make sure that your coach is available to you. A lot of these coaches will just like give these people programs and then not see them in like weeks, or not talk to them in weeks or months. Or I'm just like, what? Like I have all of my clients have like 24/7 pretty much. They have my cell phone number, my email. I'll get back to them in a few hours. Putting all of this trust into another coach, you better damn be sure they know what they're talking about and they're committed to your goals. So if your coach gives you some cookie cutter program and says, I'll see you in a month, how much do you really think he cares about you or she cares about you, right? If he has 80 clients and all of you are doing the same diet, how much does he really care about one of you? He probably doesn't even know your damn name, right? So make sure you do your homework. That's what I want to tell you guys. Do your homework. Make sure their ideas line up with yours. Make sure they have success in the past, not just with getting people on stage, but with actually a good experience. Like, you know, how hard was it for you to get on stage? How much cardio did you have to do? Did you enjoy the process? How was his communication, her communication, all of those things. So again, this video's getting a little too long. I'm getting a little too heated, but yeah, make sure you do your homework. That's the biggest thing I can say. I don't care if you hire me. I don't care if you hire Lane Norton, 3D Muscle Journey, TNT's another good one, Ben Escrow's another good one. Again, you have a lot of good options to look at. John Rose Hollywood and Mark Lobeline are good options now. Again, don't be so confined to like be with people in your area too. Online coaching, again, with a lot of these people, I would say more people are probably online coach than in-person coach now. And again, you get a little bit different feedback there. And with, you know, I Skype with all of my clients like weekly. So again, with technology, it's not as difficult as it may seem. So again, don't feel like you need to be tied in to like your local guy because he's your only guy in the area. You have plenty of options online. And again, do your homework. And lastly, I'll add, it's probably better off to not hire a coach and try to just learn things yourself than it would be to hire a bad coach. You know, the worst thing that can happen is if you do things yourself is you probably won't make huge mistakes because you probably aren't, no one's gonna like put themselves on like 100 grams of whey a day or something. That's someone else's stupidity on you. So you're not, if you educate yourself, and you may mess up or mess yourself up a little bit, but getting a bad prep coach can just really screw you over. I mean, that's the thing. So in most instances, I would say not having a coach is going to be a lot better than you getting a really bad coach, just ruining your entire prep experience and maybe your entire outlook on the sport. So that's my kind of rant on this, guys. Hopefully you got some good things out of this. One more thing, Beyond Fitness, also a great coaching service there. So I gave you some good ones. Lane, Ben Escrow, John Rose Hollywood, Beyond Fitness, TNT. Of course, I'm going to say myself as well. I would consider myself a good coach. But that's it, guys. Make sure you do your homework, and that's it. If you guys have any comments, bad prep coach experience, anything like that, make sure you let me know in the comments section below. And that's it, guys. Take care.